Yo, what's crack-lackin' Challenger? I'm your host, James Morelan, and guys, today I actually got a shipment from Flip Aquatics, and I'm super excited. I was actually at school when these arrived. My sister had to go and bring them in, but let me show you the package. I am currently filming upstairs in my bedroom because the fish room's kind of dirty right now, and it's going through the renovation. I will, however, go down there to add these fish into the tanks, but I kind of wanted to focus here on this video up here, so yeah. Okay. So I got a cool shrimp. It's called a bamboo shrimp, and bamboo shrimp are so cool. They're also known as feather shrimp, fan shrimp, and also wood shrimp. They're really cool because they get big. They also filter your aquarium. I'll talk about a lot of this later in the video, but basically Flip Aquatics actually sent this out like 2 days ago and it already arrived, so it was like really fast shipping. The day of the order, it was already shipped out. I'm super excited. I'm really happy that they had it because my local fish store didn't have it. And yeah, here we go. Okay, so I did get shrimp from him in the past, and you can see there was styrofoam on the top, and like weather conditions are actually really good here. So going that extra step. So they're individually wrapped, I guess. Let me see this guy. Oh, they're so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, he sent me a big one and a small one. That is so cool. Okay, so I'm going to put that one down. And Flip Aquatics actually uses breather bags. And breather bags are really cool because instead of when you go to the fish store and you pick up fish and like half of it's water, half of it's oxygen, this is actually completely water. The bag is made out of a special type of plastic that actually absorbs oxygen through the bag so it doesn't have to have oxygen in it. And there's another 2 bamboo shrimp. The other one had 2, this one had 2, so I'm assuming probably 2 for each bag. That is, and I have a golden one. What? Yo, this is so awesome. Oh my gosh. It does seem that there is a little bit of condensation, a little bit water, which is expected, especially with breather bags. They're a little harder to tie. Alright, so it looks so far we have all of them alive. I have one green colored one yellow one, a couple other smaller ones, and they have, oh, this one has blue on it. What? Okay, this one's an individual one. Oh, they're so cool. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. Alright, little buddy. Okay, for those of you that do not know, bamboo shrimp are such a cool shrimp. They're larger than your regular freshwater aquarium shrimp, like Nocardia species. These guys are so awesome. So I'm going to be adding them to my bigger tanks. They require a minimum of about 20 gallons. And these shrimp are not for people that are just getting a tank. These shrimp need to have an established tank that's already having nutrients inside of the water column, because what's really cool is I actually have crayfish, and these guys look just like them, like the size, the shape of their body. But the thing is, instead of like, I guess, pinchers, these guys actually have little fans, and the fans swoop in and out and in and out, and they're actually collecting nutrients and microorganisms in your water column, and they're actually like filtering it out, and you can see them fanning and then eating it up and like going like this, like that. It's really cool, and like I'm super excited that I can have them. I'm only going to be adding a couple to my 90 gallon and a couple to my 60 gallon, just because those tanks have been set up for such a long time. They also do like stronger flowing water because they do want to collect water from the water column. So you don't want to have them in a small tank with like sponge filters, or if you do have sponge filters, you want to make sure that you have strong enough flow. In my case, I'm actually going to put them in my 60 gallon that has sponge filters. However, there is a wave maker that will be supplying current to them, and that's going to be extremely helpful. So I guess I'll go down in the fish room and I'll check these guys out. Hopefully you guys already saw what they kind of look like, but they're huge. And for coloration, they're usually always like brown, and some of them change color, but one distinct feature about them is they have a line going down their back, and it's actually really cool and really interesting. But I'm going to get you guys a close-up of them in the bags, and then I guess I'll bring them downstairs and start acclimating them to the 90 gallon and also the 60 gallon. So it's going to be a hard decision because the 60 gallon is a smaller, narrow tank, and I have so many shrimp in there already, or I could put a majority of them in my 90 gallon and they'd be completely fine in there. I'm kind of considering the 90 gallon for putting most of them in there. Also, you do not need to worry about these guys. As I said, they are bigger, so you don't need to worry about them eating any of your shrimp. They're extremely peaceful. I don't even think it's possible for them to eat anything. But yeah, they're extremely peaceful and non-aggressive toward any of your other shrimp, again, like Nocardia, which I have in that tank. So they aren't going to attack your nano shrimp or babies or anything, so you don't have to worry about that. However, one food source some people say for getting them is actually having a minnow shrimp that will have larvae in the water column, and they will actually eat the larvae. But let me get you guys a close-up, and I'll probably tell you guys a little bit more about them later. Gosh, he looks like a baby lobster. They look just like baby lobster. Make sure you drop a like on this video and also comment if you think they look creepy or if you think they look cool. Also, make sure you check out Flip Aquatics, and there's also a discount code for Flip Aquatics, so you guys can check them out and get them. Also, they have pea puffers and nanofish on their store, which is awesome, as well as your other shrimp and other cool products for your aquariums. So let me go downstairs and put them in. Alright guys, I am back, and I'm actually going to start adding in some of these guys to my 60 gallon. The way I'm actually going to do that is by putting this tray down here, filling it with a little bit of water from the tank, and actually adding the shrimp in and then slowly acclimating them through a drip acclimation. Or in this case, I'm just going to be pouring water from this tank into there slowly. Alright, so I have these 2 shrimp and this single one that I'm going to put in this tank. Alright, here we go. I'm scooping out some of their water and removing it, and then replacing it with new water. Look at that guy. He's like an inch bigger. They like to grip onto things, I've noticed. They probably are missing strong flow and the current to get food, but they don't have to worry much longer. I will be adding them in shortly. Also, here's the tank. I've made some changes to it. I added some new plants, as well as some new stones and stuff, so in case you noticed that. Alright guys, it is time to add them in. So I thought this would actually be kind of difficult, but these guys are very cautious. They don't really mind me touching them, and I actually was able to grab them, so that's really nice. Again, they are extremely peaceful, and I do have this net that has a nice little mesh, and this net is going to help them grip onto it, and I think I'll just be able to put them in the tank with it, or at least move them into it. I could just catch them with my hand. I don't want to stress them out more. Alright, I have one in my hand, adding him into the tank. There he goes. Alright, I have noticed that guy doesn't have as much color. That's probably just because he's stressed compared to this really orange guy. I don't want to add in the mesh, but he's connected to it, so come on, little buddy. Alright, I guess I'll just drop the mesh in the corner, and I'll have to pick it up sometime. And then that leaves the last little guy. Have him in my hand. Yo, they're like little lobsters. It's so cool. He's stuck to my hand. Look at him, he's stuck on my hand. That is so cool. Alright, little buddy. Again, I'm not really worried because they don't have like pinchers or claws. They are really grippy though. Like, they have a really strong grip. But they do have little fans that they're collecting nutrients from the water. Oh, he's moving on me. Oh, that's so cute. Hey, little buddy. They are also known for gripping onto wood, thus the name bamboo shrimp or wood shrimp. So they'll probably grab onto it just like they're grabbing onto my hands. So you can actually see what his face looks like a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna get him off so I can add the other shrimp in. There he goes. Alright, I guess he's gone. And the other guy is actually connected to that. Let me actually see if I can get him off, because I know I don't like seeing this white cloth in my tank. Let me try just prodding him off. This is the biggest guy out of them all. Oh, he's stuck onto me. I guess I have another one onto me. Oh my gosh. This one's stuck on my pinky. I'm gonna try getting him off too, because I have the other shrimp. Come on. Alright, there we go. That one is golden and absolutely awesome. I'll have to come back later when they're more adjusted to the tank, but let's go add the other guys in. Alright guys, here's my 90-gallon aquarium. You can see it, and it's actually looking pretty good. And the fish became a lot more friendly in this tank, and are actually swimming around a lot more. So this bag actually has 2 of the shrimp in this. I'm just gonna float it, I guess, to get a more temperature acclimation. Oh, that one's even bigger. What? That shrimp is even bigger than the other one. It is difficult breeding these guys. It's hard to find the gender. And not only that, when they actually lay, you actually have to get the babies and put them into brackish water for them to fully develop, because they will not survive in fresh water when they have babies. Speaking of babies, I actually noticed some baby fry of guppies in this tank. So that means my guppies gave birth. So that's really awesome. I love to see that. It's so cool. I remember the first time that happened. It was adorable. I'm going to add some bottom feeder food to the tank, not for these guys, but for other fish, because I have a lot of bottom feeders in this tank, and these guys will actually clean the water flow and everything like that and get microorganisms, which is really awesome. Alright, just like my 60-gallon, I have my little tub here, and I'm going to fill it up with some water and add them in so they can get a little bit acclimated to the water parameters. And another thing about these shrimp, they actually like a little bit of colder water. They don't really like the warm water. I guess mid-70s would probably be the best temperature for them. Just a heads up about them. Alright, time to cut the bag. Oh, they don't like getting out of the bag. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I'll be back after they get acclimated to the new water. Alright guys, it has been a lot of time since they were put in here, and I'm actually going to add them into the 90-gallon aquarium. Here is the big one. One thing I like about them is it doesn't seem like they jump or anything, which is pretty cool, especially since you're handling them. I'm going to go empty out this water, and I'll show you guys a cinematic of these cute little guys. At least not that little. They actually are pretty big.
Waking up, feeling the taste of our fight last night. Breaking up, making a mess of an all good life. And now that you're gone.
Alright guys, that was it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you hit the like button and also the subscribe button. That would mean a lot and also helps a lot with the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell and make sure you hit the all for updates so you know anytime I post or anytime I do live streams. So just one final reminder, these guys are really awesome. They're really great. Make sure you check out Flip Aquatics down below. But just to give you some advice, make sure you're getting this in a pre-cycled and already set up and established tank. Only because they do require nutrients from the water column, and it's hard to supply that in a new aquarium because like you don't have all the organisms living. But gladly I put them in tanks that have been established for a long time and have microorganisms and other things living in them. So guys, that is going to be it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you comment if you like these, and if you kind of like the video format, I kind of did a little bit different. I will see you all on the flippity flap. Bye.